I am the vicious Viking Ragnar Runristare, and in this video I will read 33 of the most brutal reviews of the movie The Odyssey. All Vikings love a heroic story, but this has been modernized by the director Christopher Nolan. Bad idea. Now, let's get brutal. Got trapped in the wrong theater. This movie sucked. You care about none of the characters. As they die, you won't even know their names and don't care. The pacing is painfully slow, and I honestly spent what felt like half the runtime checking my watch. I wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone who gives a damn about the Odyssey as a story. Or to anyone, really. Every scene I was like, this isn't so bad, and then they would say the most stupid and ridiculous shit ever. I was rooting for all the monsters throughout, like someone please successfully eat Matt Damon. Everyone involved in this filth should be banned from making movies. Opens with a scene so ridiculously goofy you'll double-check if you accidentally walked into a parody. This was 20 minutes of my life. I'm never getting back. At least drying paint has some color to it. Too fast-paced yet boring. You know what evoked more emotion and entertainment and didn't need a real boat? The Norwegians pretending to row like Vikings in the World Cup crowd. Lupita Nyong'o's Helen of Troy is a glaring misfire. Feels like she's reading lines from a different movie. I'm gonna mourn the 2 hours and 53 minutes I wasted watching this movie on my deathbed. Where did the $250 million go? Half the movie is in a boat, half in one room, plus an alley and a wooden horse. Really glad they were able to incorporate every non-Mediterranean ethnicity while including 0 Greek people. Ancient Greece definitely feels more welcoming when it feels like the Met Gala. The Red Bull commercial before the film was more accurate than this. SMH. We need to put Nolan in a jar and shake it really hard. Started Googling the movie to look for reasons that would help stay in the theater. Alas, around the 90-minute mark, I walked out. For 60% of this movie, I couldn't understand what they were talking about. For the other 40%, I just hoped I wouldn't hear another word. The writing is boring, the script is lifeless, the pacing is non-existent, and the movie has all the narrative momentum of a DMV waiting room. Felt like it was directed by an amateur who had access to a magical Nolan slider and cranked it to 100. Christopher Nolan may only have one brain cell, but he does use it to direct movies, which is pretty incredible. It's slow as a glacier, paced like a documentary, and it didn't make me feel a single genuine emotion. A Greek salad has better representation towards Greece's culture than this movie. The only good thing about this movie was that it eventually ended. And don't mistake that for praise. Bring a pillow and a comfy blanket for the first hour and coffee, espresso, for the last 2. Easily the worst film Nolan has made, the coffee was the only thing keeping me awake. The story was wrong, the writing was wrong, the directing was wrong, everything possible was wrong. The ending was an interesting take. Not interesting, actually. It was terrible. A horrid ending. I think I would like this movie if I had never seen a movie before, and also was stupid. A historic event that never happened adapted into a movie which should have never happened. Not one single polished bronze piece of armor or weapons. In a Bronze Age Greece. If you want a cold, 3-hour endurance test disguised as prestige cinema, Nolan's got you covered. If you like our Viking videos, do an attack on the like button below. And don't forget to check out our brutal reviews of many other movies. Time for talk is over.